This fight. So here's the thing. Usman's not on the camp. Usman has been bulking up to middleweight. Usman took this fight for a paycheck. They said, hey, Usman, here's probably a couple million. You want to take this fight? We'll give it to you. Usman said, I can't say no, I'm going to do it. It's a win-win for Usman. So I think it doesn't really count because you have Chimaev, who's been training his off, who's been bulking up for middleweight. And then you have Usman, who's been like, I'm going to take this and get a paycheck. To me, this is kind of a bullshit fight. They just needed to fill a seat. And, I mean, I got Chimaev. But Usman is a vet. So Usman is a vet, you guys. And with that becomes patience. It becomes skill.
If this was at 170 with a full camp, I would take Usman.
170 full camp, I got Usman.
I would take Usman hands down.
170 full camp, 5 rounds, Usman. 3 rounds, coming off the fucking couch, I got Chimaev.
I think Sean hit it. 3 rounds with not a lot of prep time. I think Chimaev can power through and do it. I think it'll be a decision. Chimaev. I think this was 5 rounds on a camp. I think Usman wins that. But I just think there's so many things against Usman right now.
And then again, this is more UFC to me. This is bull. They need to fucking cut Costa. Costa, dude. Like, again, you are such a I mean, I
would agree with you, but then again, I'm like, fuck it, because even if Usman loses, it's at middleweight. He's not a middleweight, and he's still got like a few $1 million. So fuck it, Usman wins here.
No. Again, Usman's walking away. They're probably paying him about $1 million, maybe 1.5 to do this fight, you guys. So let me give you the inner workings of the UFC. Usman's probably on the couch, fucking off, playing video games. They call it a nightmare, whatever you want to call him. UFC calls him and probably says, "Hey, we need to fill a slot."
I just got that. The Colorado nightmare.
Usman says, "Fuck you." The UFC says, "Well, we'll pay you $700K flat." Usman's like, "Fuck you," and I'm sure it's probably about $1 to 1.5 they offered Usman to get the off the couch, get a plane ticket, and then go to Abu Dhabi. So this is a bullshit fight, Chimaev, but this site's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm happy for Usman regardless.
What
is it, 10 days notice?
Yeah, here's the thing too. If you don't steamroll Usman, that says a lot. So you are expected to fucking steamroll Usman.
It's weird. So Khamzat's last fight was a 55er who's moved to 70, and then a 70 who's coming off the couch.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is like Chimaev sells fights, you guys. At the end of the day, he sells fights. Like Gilbert, that was a draw. You had a draw with a 55er. It's like,
was a draw.
And you guys, I'm not saying Chimaev's not tough for a couple rounds, but this is another layup.
At three rounds, it's in his favor.
Yeah, I don't know who's who off in the UFC, but man, they just keep laying up this guy.